Okay, so this video was totally unexpected. This is just like a a total whim video. Like I literally just threw on some makeup and some clothes and brushed a comb through my hair just so I can make this video. But this video is going to be about the new trailer for Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Now, those of you who have watched my top 15 books you should read this year video, you would know that Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children was on that list. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a book by Ransom Riggs, and it tells the story of Jacob, who's a regular guy, and he finds out that his grandfather was part of this like whole world of peculiar children who have special abilities, and he goes and travels to try and find these kids and try to find what his grandfather was talking about, and he ends up finding them, and everything just gets thrown into everything. And I had just finished the last book right here, Library of Souls. This is the third book, and it's the last one. And when I first picked up this series, it was just this one book that I had total interest in. My dad's cousin is a big reader, and she had this big old library in her office that she had all of these books, and she said that I could look through them and see if I wanted to read one, and I came across Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So I grabbed it and I asked her if I could read it. So she let me read it, and I just got so engrossed into it, and I loved it so much. And so when Hollow City came out, I picked up Hollow City and I read it, and then Library of Souls I waited for, and it came, and it eventually came, and I read it and I loved it. And then I heard that they were making a movie of it, which I was so completely excited for. Like, just hearing that it was going to be a movie, like, I didn't even know who the director was. I didn't know if they had casted any of the characters. All I knew is that they were making a movie, and I was excited to see what they would do with the movie. And so this is more about the movie, this video. Now that you have a little bit background of what the book is, this video is obviously different because it's talking about the movie instead of the books. But the trailer just came out today, the official trailer, and I just decided that I needed to tell you guys how the trailer was for me, and I read a lot of the comments on the trailer, and I just find I needed to talk about it. And so here we go. In the trailer, they show in the first few seconds, they show two of the main characters, Jacob Portman and Emma Bloom, which Asa Butterfield, he plays Jacob Portman, which when I heard of his casting, I was like, okay. I didn't know how I would feel about it, but I've seen a lot of the other movies he's done, like Ender's Game. He was in The Boy in Striped Pajamas. He was in the TV show Merlin for a while. And I really liked his work, and I really liked him as an actor. So I figured, he would be really good as Jacob, especially since he fits the age group, I guess, of Jacob, because Jacob's supposed to be 16, 17 in the books, and Asa Butterfield, I believe, is 18 or 19. So he fits in the age area. And then Emma Bloom, she's blonde. I don't remember exactly what her description was in the book. I think she was blonde, but it was just a little weird just how the lighting was and how like the vibe was, but it's Tim Burton, so you kind of expect how the trailer looks to be kind of Tim Burton. And so which when I found out Tim Burton was the director, I was like, he is like perfect for the movie because of the whole like, it's a very creepy vibe. It's very Tim Burton-ish, the whole like series. And so seeing him being the director, I was like, oh, that's good, you know. And then it eventually introduces us to a lot of other characters. Bronwyn, who is actually 7 in the movie, which she's not in the book, which is kind of weird. Olive is a little bit older than she's supposed to be. Olive is supposed to be a little girl, and I think she's a teenager in the movie, which is a bit different. You know, they kind of switched the age groups for Bronwyn and Olive. And I was reading a lot of the comments, and a lot of the people who are fans of the books, they don't really expect anything more now with the with the movie, just because of the fact that they've changed the powers between Olive and it was Olive, but they changed some of the peculiar abilities of the characters, and they changed some of the age groups with the characters, which for me, when I heard, I was a little upset about it just because I love the books and all of that. But seeing the actual trailer, I can really say that I'm still excited for the movie, no matter what they've changed, especially because Ransom Riggs worked really closely with Tim Burton and the actors with the movie. You know, he was very in touch with the movie, and he has like the stamp of approval, I guess, for Tim Burton and what changes Tim Burton made to the movie. So that right there is like the first thing that made me like, okay, I'm still excited for it. You know, if they changed it, Ransom Riggs is okay with it, I'm okay with it, you know. That's always like the first thing for me. If the author was involved a lot with the movie and they approve of changes that were made, such as The Fault in Our Stars with John Green, who worked as like an executive producer, I guess, on the movie. And a lesser example would be probably Rick Riordan, who really didn't have any say in what happened with the Percy Jackson movies, which I don't like to talk about. That might be another video, I don't know. But that's always like the first thing that can get me like with the movie adaptation of a book, is if the author's stamp of approval on it, which Tim Burton definitely has the stamp of approval from Ransom Riggs about the movie. But I saw a lot of comments about it, and it just made me upset because now that they know what changes were made in the movie, people are less excited to see it. And I really want to see this movie do well just because I love the series, and I'd love to see what they do with the other 2 movies, because obviously the first movie is not going to have as big of a budget as the next like 2 movies in the series. And those 2 movies, I'd love to see, like, when they have a bigger budget, what kind of stuff they can add into it, and they can make the whole world of Peculiar Children come alive. You know, that would be really, really great. And I don't know, I just think people should give the movie a chance no matter what. I know I personally left a comment on the video for the trailer, and I said that, you know, if just because they change stuff in the book doesn't mean that I'm going to necessarily hate the movie. And this happened for me with The Mortal Instruments. When the movie came out, I was like, oh, it's okay, you know. And then I think I got kind of peer pressured into hating the movie, which I don't really hate the movie. It could have been better and such, but that's another story for another time. The Maze Runner, they changed a lot of the stuff in the Maze Runner movies, but I still love the movie so much. And especially since James Dashner, the author of the Maze Runner trilogy, he worked really closely with Wes Ball, the director, and he's okay with all the changes. You know, I really enjoy the Maze Runner movies. The Harry Potter movies, of course, were really good. And yes, they took stuff out and they changed things and stuff like that, but I still enjoyed the Harry Potter movies, and so I don't see why people make such a big deal when a book is adapted into a movie and they change stuff or take out stuff, because it can't be word for word. The movie cannot be verbatim to what the book is, just because there's stuff that just doesn't work when it's a movie. Like in the Maze Runner, in the books, Teresa and Thomas can read each other's minds, and they can communicate telepathically, but that doesn't happen in movies because that's a lot harder to adapt onto screen. And so that's just basically what this video was about, and it's just me telling you guys my thoughts on the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children movie and my thoughts on the trailer, which I will link the trailer down below. And they do have a teaser trailer, which is not really much. It's not even like showing the characters. It's just like a little thing that they did for Loop Day, which if you read the books you would know what Loop Day is. And so I'll link the teaser trailer and the trailer down below. And if you guys would like to discuss it, just hit me up in the comment section. And if you guys comment, I'll try to reply to you. And you can always hit me on my Twitter about the movie and your thoughts on the movie. And if you want to go into a conversation on Twitter about it, so be it. My Twitter is Sierra's Book Bag. I'll link my Twitter and Tumblr and all that jazz down in the description for you guys to see, and you guys can talk about it in the comment section. Thanks to you guys for watching this video. I know it wasn't really a book related video, but I really wanted to make this video just because I'm so excited for this movie. And the movie comes in September 30th, and hopefully we can discuss it, and when the movie comes out we can see it and we can talk about it. So hit me down in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I try to make videos as much as possible. I'll see you guys next time.